We want to welcome you, especially if you're returning. We want to especially welcome you. Basically, we want everyone to feel really, really welcomed. And everyone's experience when meditating is different. And we just want to make sure that you always feel, how do I say, maybe not good, but allowed to really be yourself and to experience your meditation the way you experience it. Now, I have to admit, I'm a little nervous today. I just spent the last hour working on these slides for our meditation, which is so funny, right? I'm working on slides for our meditation, but it is true. And so I'm going to share the slideshow with you and kind of talk for a moment about what the practice will be like. But I do want to just check that everyone can hear me well. And I see a lot of people sharing. And for some reason, we're a tiny group today. So which is fine. It's perfect. Actually, maybe it's just absolutely perfect that we're a small group, because I'm a little ambitious with what I've planned. So Mark, if you're hearing this though, or Jeremy, you might want to just check that the email did go through. There might have been a deliverability issue. And I'm going to go ahead. I mean, it is only the starting time right now. I've done a little early talking, right? Probably a sign that I'm a little nervous, which is okay, because I get to apply everything in the meditation to myself too, which is a lot of compassion and a lot of kindness. So let's look at what we have planned here. So we're going to begin with an energy and breathing exercise, and then we're going to do a little bit of guided journey with a mountain, any mountain, maybe just the idea of a mountain. And I have to admit, I'm not a mountaineer. I have not climbed a lot of mountains. I have not bagged a lot of peaks. I've always wished I did. But even, knowing that about myself, I can really imagine a mountain, and I'm sure you can too. And so we don't have to be, someone who lives at a great altitude or hikes a lot or anything to really feel the energy and experience the mountain as we do that guided journey with it. And if you're just joining, welcome, welcome. I started talking a little early today, but welcome. And we're going to go through now kind of what's in store for our meditation. And just so everyone knows, no experience is needed. This is always about your experience. So let my words just kind of fall off you during meditation time. Trust yourself, your intuition. Replace any words that I use, particular to my viewpoint. Replace them with your own meaning, with your own words. Always trust yourself. And then we're going to make some sounds, whatever comes to you as the mountain. I will mute myself during that point. And just to kind of share, I always do a little preparation before meditation. And today an interesting sound came through that I thought maybe would be helpful to someone. I thought I was going to om, just a simple like om. And then what really came through was an ah hum, not a so hum, which is a kind of classically known mantra that is healing, but ah hum. And I have no idea if that has any meaning or not. But what I find that is the most healing thing about sound is when we trust our intuition for what sound we need, whether that's a sigh or a grunt or something like a beautiful song, to be able to trust ourselves with sound and to direct the sound inward, inside our body. So the vibration is being experienced however we experience it on the inside. That is kind of, I think, what we are doing as a practice with sound. That's just going to be for about a minute. And then we're going to do this little bit what I was working on. And I made slides and I erased the words and I made new words and all this stuff. So whatever, it's a bit of a process today for me, but because it's really important to me. So that is this idea of the four immeasurables. And I know when I get nervous, it's just a sign that something really matters. And there is a book by B. Alan Wallace called The Four Immeasurables. And this idea of the four immeasurables is the way I learn it is from Tibetan Buddhism. However, I believe it's a very universal, it's not really emotion, but qualities, the four immeasurables. So the four immeasurables are loving kindness, compassion, empathic joy, and equanimity. And if you were wondering about the author of the book, it's right there at the bottom, B. Alan Wallace, The Four Immeasurables. And what's really cool for me about my experience with Alan Wallace, I don't usually say the B, is that he was the first meditation teacher I ever went on a retreat with. And this was about 22 years ago. I had 4 young children at home. The youngest was, she's now, yeah, okay, so maybe it was 20 years ago. She's about to turn 21. And so it was 20 years ago, and she was just a baby. And my wonderful husband said, yeah, go for it. And I did this 1-week retreat with Alan where he taught us a very stabilizing meditation, just focusing on the breath, called shamatha, which is in that book as well. And really, he taught me a form of meditation I could practice, and such a kind teacher. And I went to teachings with him once a week at the Unitarian Church for about a year, and then I moved away. Didn't hear about him until last year. I was taking another class and the teacher started quoting him, and it just took me back in time. So I got that book, The Four Immeasurables, and I found it to be just so helpful. And then I went on to do an online retreat with Alan Wallace that was recorded, not live, but it was for about 6 months. So Alan Wallace's teachings really helped me all through COVID. So just, gratitude to that person right now. And we will start. So I'm gonna just stop sharing so I can see you guys as we practice. Yeah, and if you guys want to see each other for a moment and just go to gallery view and connect and send out wishes for everyone's wellness just right at the beginning. It's nice to do that. And just, you can even send out those wishes for each other's names. We usually do that at the end, but we might as well start in a new way. So good to see you guys. I'm seeing some people and some names I know well. All right. I think I will go back to sharing that slide just so that I can follow my own instructions. Okay. So let's begin just by getting comfortable in our chairs or lying down, standing up, whatever works for you. The goal here is to be in a posture that allows you to feel your subtle energy in your body, however you experience that. And you may want to just put a hand to your heart, maybe to your legs or your stomach, and just check in for a moment. Say hello. Take a deep breath. And your eyes can be open if you're new and want instruction that you can see how to do alternate nostril breathing. We're going to begin with alternate nostril breathing. And the only thing to kind of notice is if you're stuck on one side of your nostrils, there's congestion. Never push it. If it feels uncomfortable, just breathe through both nostrils. But if you want to try it, we're just going to do about 9 breaths of alternate nostril breathing. So what I do, I'm going to just show you quickly. I close the right side and I breathe in on the left, and then I hold the breath, and I like to bring my focus to my forehead. And then I close the left and I exhale right. I hold the breath. I inhale right. Hold the breath, focusing on the forehead, switch sides, exhale left. And I'm going to walk you through it, okay? And so Mark, if you're listening, if you could come get Lily, who suddenly wants attention. Lily is our beautiful dog. So we're going to just begin. Let's start with closing the right nostril and inhaling left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath, bring your focus to your forehead. Closing the left side, exhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, close the right nostril and exhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath and inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, switch sides. Exhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the right side. And when you're ready, exhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the left side. And when you're ready, exhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And keep going at your own pace now. Inhaling right. Holding. Exhaling left. Holding. Inhaling left. Holding. Exhaling right. Holding. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. And then letting go of the nostril fluctuation. Take a moment as you breathe naturally through both sides of your nose to just witness the right side of your body as you inhale, and witness the left side as you exhale. As you inhale, witness or notice the left side. And then as you exhale and inhale, notice the right. So you're just going back and forth with the whole body, noticing the two sides as you inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, letting go of that noticing of the two sides and taking some nice smooth breaths. Trusting your body to breathe naturally. And bring your attention to the middle of your body, imagining that you have a tube of light through the center of your body, going from your sits bones all the way up through your head. And just very gently bring your attention there as you breathe naturally, easily. And letting go of any attempting to control the breath, letting go of imagining that central channel of light, and just noticing noticing what it's like right now to experience the moment, yourself. And just noticing the noticing. Noticing this vivid attention and also noticing the relaxation that's here, the attention and the release and letting go of attention. Any thoughts can come and they can disappear in their own way. Emotions can come and they can also go, just like your breath comes and it exhales. And in this natural state, bring to mind your experience of a mountain. Sensing how the ground feels around the mountain. You may want to feel into your feet or the way the surface of your chair meets your body. And bringing into your senses of feeling, of hearing, your sense of touch, your sense of imagination, and your intuitive sense. Allow all these sense channels to be very open as you bring to mind a mountain and bring to your body a mountain. Noticing what is it like to be at the foot of a mountain, looking closely at the surface, the textures, the feeling of the air, the sun, the rain, the snow. And also sense what it's like to be far from the mountain, looking at the whole mountain, feeling its texture against the sky, how it rises from the earth and meets the sky, the clouds, the air. Take a journey through the shape, the depth, the shadows, the light of the mountain. And allow yourself to imagine through feeling, through being. Imagine as you breathe that you breathe as the mountain. Allow the energy of the mountain to be a healing source, a connection with every cell of your body. And invite your back body to receive, allowing your back body to bring in love, strength, kindness, compassion, a sense of stability, like a very, very kind, loving hand is at your back. There may be intuitive messages you receive. There may be a sense of being, of knowing, of allowing. And letting go now of any attempt to imagine, and just be. Aware, allowing whatever your experience is to be that experience right now. And if you find you drifted away and you realize you're now back, congratulate yourself for this moment of meditation as you have awareness. And if you wish, take some nice deep breaths or follow your natural breathing. And just inviting that deepening of relaxation and presence in your whole system. You may feel your feet, your hands, your legs. You may feel your back, your belly. You may feel your chest and heart, collarbones, shoulders, throat, your face, feeling your face from the inside out, feeling the back of your head and your ears, the space of your forehead, the top of your head, and gently, like a healing nectar, allow your awareness to just be a soothing presence around your whole body. You might feel light. You might sense a kind of glowing beingness, or you might sense something else. So just inviting whatever you experience and inviting your breath. From here, we're going to just take a minute to make sounds. Everyone is muted, so we won't hear you. And I'm going to mute myself too, so that I can also make sounds. So just choosing a sound. It could be om, it could be ah, home, it could be a birthday song or a lullaby or anything else, but just make those sounds now for 1 minute, feeling them inside as a vibration. And when you're ready, taking a deep breath, letting it out fully through your mouth. We'll do 3 cleansing breaths now. Just breathing in fully. Bring your hands into your breath as you inhale through your nose and then exhale through your mouth, releasing, purifying, letting go. And do that 2 more times. Imagine you're the wind. And taking your hands, just kind of give yourself your own beautiful spa treatment right now, as though you could just move energy, because you can move energy. So whatever feels like the right motion to release and clear and open and allow healing, allowing this unity of yourself, being with yourself right now. Letting the hands be your healers as they move and as your imagination helps you. You might see a color or experience a coolness or a warmth. And we are going to go now to the Four Immeasurables practice. So we're just going to invite ourselves to connect with our heart. You may want to put your hands on your heart and just connect with your own kindness. What is it like to bring a kind of warmth to yourself? And just to witness your own desire, your own yearning for joy, for wellness, for love, for peace. And just notice that very human need. And like your own very, very good friend, honor yourself right now. Honor your wish to be well and feel the warmth and the caring in that wish to be well, whatever well means for you today. Allowing this wish for our own wellness to be so giving, so saturating that it fills us. It moves in our body. It moves around us. It surrounds us with this loving kindness. And breathe with this wish for your own wellness. You may want to say, may I be well. Bring to your imagination now a person that you care about, or someone you maybe don't know but you admire, and send them the same wish for them to be well, for them to flourish, for them to feel just good. And take a moment now just to witness your senses, allowing yourself to be completely as you are in this moment, accepting all of yourself with your loving kindness. As you exhale, releasing anything that wishes to release, setting it free for the universe to heal. And now bringing to your experience a time in your life or another person who you have noticed suffers. This could be you at another time. This could be you right now. This could be a friend. And just be that loving witness and bring your compassion for whatever suffers. May it be well, may it heal, and feel that caring, that tenderness, that kindness of compassion. Is there a flow? Are you reminded of a river or an ocean, of a breeze? Allowing metaphors from nature to assist you in this compassion for whatever suffers. The body's suffering, the emotions suffering, the thoughts suffering, the situations of suffering, just bringing your loving compassion, this warmth and tenderness, and breathe with that compassion. Imagining someone you don't know who suffers, a stranger, somewhere in the world. Maybe they're a neighbor or someone you saw recently but don't know. And just feel that same compassion for whatever they struggle with, whatever feels difficult in their life, in their body, in their heart. And feel this compassion for this person you don't know. Just like the current in a river, a slow moving river. And imagine someone who is a dear friend and suffers in some way, some struggle they have, and feel this river of compassion for that friend and their suffering. Just breathe fully, letting go, releasing, and bringing in that loving intention and exhaling that loving intention. And now bringing to your experience someone you struggle with. Maybe they're a public figure you don't know. Maybe there's someone from your life or your past, and just noticing that they too struggle. They too have bad days. They too have suffering. And whatever way is possible, just even imagine that it's possible to feel this same compassion for them with kindness for yourself. Kindness for yourself in imagining this person you struggle with and feeling this river of compassion, of loving kindness. May they be free from suffering. May your friend be free from suffering. May your acquaintance be free from suffering. May a stranger be free from suffering. And may you be free from suffering. Feeling that wish like the flow of water. And when you exhale, just releasing completely, unwinding, letting the universe be your healer. And now coming to empathic joy. Imagining moments of great joy, times in your life when you have felt this joy. Perhaps there's a day you remember, an event, and feel into that joy right now. Relive that joy. Swim in that past joy. And as you exhale, allow any regret, any clinging or longing to be released with your exhale. If it helps for your body to move or twist, or your hands to assist you, breathe in joy and exhale anything that needs releasing. Breathing in, reliving that joy. This is like having double happiness. We allow a happiness from our past to be born right now in the present. And also imagining other people's joy, a moment that you witness someone else feeling joy. Perhaps it was a child playing, or a puppy chasing a ball, a bird flying, and just relive that joy, experiencing that filling up, that fullness and protection and expansion of joy right now in this moment. This is a double happiness. Breathing in fully, and as you exhale, releasing anything that is needing to let go, unwind, be taken on a healing journey with earth, with the wind, with water, with sunshine. Letting the hands assist you in any clearing, any filling. You may want to bring a reminder that you can bring in a sense of grace and joy from any side. Can come from the top of your experience over your head down, like a shower of grace. It can come from the back body in, filling you with that loving kindness, compassion, and empathic joy. Inviting your own intuition, your own strengths and skills and blessings into your whole body, into every cell as you breathe. And now we'll be moving to the fourth of the four immeasurables, equanimity. So we're just going to begin by feeling our center, feeling into the center of your body. Breathing into whatever feels like a still point in the center of your being. This might be in the physical or the energy or the emotions. You may have a metaphor for this center point. And if you have a connection to guides or to God or to nature or to any other experience of the divine, invite that to assist you in right now allowing a beautiful, loving, neutral impartiality, a soft centeredness of experience. Equanimity is a form of kind impartialness where we can right now allow our experience to come and to be released, whether that's the experience of thought for the experience of feeling, we can invite this calm, centered, yet caring neutrality. And notice what this means for you. There may be a place that you imagine as embodying this kind of impartiality, or a symbol, or a person. There may be a future you that's older that embodies this kind of equanimity. And you can bring that experience of this calm, loving neutrality into your body, feeling into that center. And just invite that equanimity into your breathing. And again, imagining the mountain and the calm, neutral, impartial experience of being the mountain. The days come, the days go, the earth builds, the earth falls. The snow covers you, the sun melts the snow. The trees grow, the animals walk. There are sounds on the mountain, and there is an energy of the mountain, of the stillness, of the neutral, calm, impartial wisdom of the mountain. And just breathe now as the mountain. From this place, wish yourself great kindness, great joy, great health, great peace, great expansion, and great connection. And feeling that wish for yourself like waves of energy entering you. And just allow however the experience is. And then make those same wishes like streams of light that go out in all the directions of the world, sending this loving kindness, this compassion, empathic joy, and impartiality out in every direction to every human, every animal, every plant. And notice how in this very moment, others are sending you these same wishes. So you are receiving as you are giving, and allow this receiving, feeling your own loving kindness, your own compassion, your own empathic joy, and your own equanimity. And we'll just take a minute in silence. When you're ready, take an inner bow to yourself. Thank yourself for this practice. And opening your eyes, stretching a bit, feeling the ground under you, supporting you, the surface of your chair. You may want to get some water. Roll the shoulders a bit. Whatever you need to do. And I would love to have you write in the chat a little bit about your experience, so we can all share in each other's experience and really validate each other. I think that's the most important thing. There's no way any meditation should be experienced, although I mean, that's my opinion. People may say different things. Sometimes I say stuff and I catch myself going, well, that's not true. Some people say it should really be this way, and they're right too. But, you know, we're all unique. Well, I'm so glad to hear that for some of you, it was very relaxing and merging with the mountains, Angela. That's beautiful. Soothing, lulling, helped me focus. Sweet and beautiful. Breathing as the mountain was amazing. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, we all have our own amazing storehouse of metaphors and images that we can call on, and just bringing time to imagine places in nature gives us a deepening of those metaphors. So that's something, you know, even if you, well, dare I say, even if you're driving, you can think of somewhere in nature and allow that to be a useful metaphor. Now, don't go into too deep a trance, because, you know, you might end up getting lost. But at random times, just bringing in nature into our experience is really, really helpful. It's really supportive. So, and I do really hope that for no one, a mountain was kind of a negative. Of course, with nature, we always run that risk because nature's powerful, and we never know. So if you're ever guiding someone in a meditation or a hypnotic trance or a journey, or if you're coaching them, it's always good to know what their metaphors are. And if there's any experiences in nature of the elements that might be a negative trigger for them, and just don't use that. That's not a time to overcome that. It's just a time to find what is nurturing. So if anyone has a share and wants to raise their hand, please do. Share, question. I'm going to give it a moment. Great. Jeffrey, hello. How are you? Good to see you.
Great. How are you doing?
I'm great.
How's everybody? I put all the junk in the trunk and put it in the hot air balloon.
Good. I love it.
I got rid of all of it.
I love that.
Got rid of every bit of it.
Oh, so good.
There's no more junk left.
Oh, it always makes me so happy to see you, Jeffrey. Thank you for
I appreciate
sharing.
it. Oh, you're wonderful. It's
great. It's been like a year, hasn't it, that you've been coming? Yeah. So good. All right.
I'm almost recovered from my eye surgery, so
woo! That's great. I didn't know there was an eye surgery.
A little fuzzy, but I'm getting better though.
Good. I'm so glad. Take care of those eyes.
So I put all that in the balloon. It's all gone.
Let it go. Great.
It's gone.
I love it.
But now, have you been to the Grand Canyon?
I have to think. No, I don't think I have.
You got to go to the Grand Canyon.
I got to go.
It is awesome.
I agree.
Take you to
spend
a couple of weeks out there.
I used to
Yeah.
go to a canyon in Hawaii, on the island of Kauai,
Oh,
that
oh,
was, I was always told looked like the Grand Canyon. So I spent so much time there. I feel like I've been to the Grand Canyon, but it was the
oh,
Kauai Canyon.
well, I had never been there, but I'm
And
sure that was gorgeous.
yeah, it
Gracious.
is. I love those views. Well,
Oh,
thank you, Jeffrey, for
yeah.
sharing. And maybe we can all look at pictures of the Grand Canyon and bring that in as a resource.
I, well, can you post video? I got videos of the Grand Canyon.
I don't think we
Hey,
can
hey,
do that here, but you can do it in our Facebook group. So Jeremy's going to share the link to our Facebook group where we can all
okay,
talk and hang out and bring and add pictures of nature there, please.
I'll sure do
Please
it.
post your favorite nature scenes.
Okay,
Okay, awesome.
good, good.
And there's great. And I'm so happy that Scott, Angela, and Mary have their hands raised. We're going to go to all of you guys. So here we go. Scott, did that work? Hi, Scott.
Yes. Hi. I just wanted to thank you. It was amazing. And I had a moment when I was giving that last part, the equanimity, and sending to everyone. All of a sudden, I felt like a shock come in through, I was receiving it through the back of my heart, and my whole body just like shocked. And it was like I was, because giving and receiving are one. And it was brilliant. And I love mountains. And it was just fantastic. And I was also able to really have peace and compassion for, there was a colleague I've been having like misunderstandings with, and I've been sending her love. And we just had a nice exchange this morning after, I don't know why I'm sharing this, but anyway, it was just really beautiful to see like everyone is suffering and just have compassion for everyone. And
So
thank you
glad.
for it was beautiful.
And I'm so glad you had that experience through the back body, the heart. That's wonderful. Yeah. Thank you. Isn't it incredible, just like you're saying, Scott, how we can give and receive simultaneously? It's really such a beautiful, it's like kind of a miracle, I think. So yeah. All
So
right.
thank you for doing this.
Thank you. And Angela.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. And how are you today?
I'm great. You know, it's funny because 5 o'clock for meditation is a little late for me. So I do get a little nervous and stressed, but then I enjoy the meditation so much that it makes my whole evening better.
Right? It's so beautiful. It's such an honor to be a part of your group. I've missed it for a few weeks because I've been driving across Canada. And so I've gone from Ontario to British Columbia, and I'm totally surrounded in the mountains. So I'm so elated to think that my first meditation back was in the mountains. And so I'm sitting here with this big rose quartz crystal.
I love it. I love it.
I did my entire 6-day journey across Canada with this on my lap.
Oh,
and
wow.
So I'm sitting here with it again, and I just fully emerged in the mountains and just became one with the mountains. And there was points where I didn't even really hear you speaking because I was so gone out, right? And to be able to have that experience where you can leave the body and just allow the healing to come in and receive the healing while give out the healing to people that need it at this time was just absolutely wonderful. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. And someone else you had read said, breathing. And it's like, yeah, because I'm merged. So I'm one with, the heartbeat of the mountain. I'm hearing that just boom, 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 boom. And then I'm just breathing the mountain in and out. So thank you for that today. I love that what's meant to be always is. And I enjoy hearing everybody else's shares as well. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. I love hearing your share. And if I could just highlight the rose quartz that we can all imagine or go get some. And also that boom, 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 like what a healing vibration. You can just do that for yourself at any time. It's so powerful. Yeah, you helped me have a beautiful memory, Angela, of being in a hypnosis training where one of our first exercises was we got into groups of 3
Mhm.
and I was with 2 men with deep voices, and they made the boom boom heartbeat sound on either side of me for 15 minutes
Oh, perfect.
just to experience going into that kind of trance state. And wow, that was a trance state. So
That's incredible.
yeah, thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you for sharing that. I've got goosebumps. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. And Mary, are you there still? I saw your video go off. So if you want, we can come back to you. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
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 You don't
My
need
family
video.
is-
You don't need video if you don't want
Yeah,
video.
my family's getting ready for bed here in Ohio.
Aw,
It's like
aw.
bedtime for us. And I was just finishing off. I came to my bedroom to be alone so that I could do this without interruption. And I wanted to add that during the meditation, when we focused on the central part of my back area,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
wanted to share that it was quite surprising for me, but at the same time not, because I've had, with the other meditations that I've had different physical intense feelings during the process of these meditations.
Mhm.
And I experienced a complete, total pain removal in my middle back,
Wow.
which the previous meditation that I had done, if you remember, I had spoken about, I was confused because I experienced a very intense pain, the opposite. But then I came to the realization with the other young lady that had shared her discussion regarding, her physical changes during that, and I had shared with the group that I was shedding layers, like with
Yes.
Shrek,
Okay. Yeah, I
and
do
peeling the
remember. I
layers
remember your
separate.
metaphor.
Yes,
I remember that
and
shedding layers. Yeah.
and so basically, I have been practicing independently. Granted, I have a lot to learn, but I experience intense feelings every time I meditate, and every time is different. But I will say that this pain removal was such an intense relief, and it was instant. It was almost like someone had wrapped into my body and pulled it out completely. So I don't know what that is. I've never in my life had that kind of relief that quickly. So I'm in awe of that. And I will be honest, I definitely have advocated since these group sessions the power of meditation. And I'm just a novice. I mean, I have very little skill set regarding that. I just have.
You see me kind of shaking my head. I don't know. You don't sound like a novice. Maybe there's been a lot of experience that you're not aware of, but it's there. So,
well, I feel, I don't know if it's maybe the wording of calling it meditation, but I have always been a very spiritual being and very connected to the spiritual realm.
yeah.
And energy and the force field of energy and transferring energy and feeling it. I've always felt that since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means. I just know that when we do these group sessions, I feel physically altered. And the first time I had an outer body experience, like I completely was removed from my body, almost like a time traveler.
Mhm.
And then the other time I had different intense feelings, and I always feel this feeling of tingling and warmth.
Yeah.
And when you guide during the sessions to different body parts, which a friend of mine who's a yoga instructor and is trained in many ways, Reiki, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I hope I didn't pronounce it
Reiki.
badly.
Yeah, you got it.
Reiki. And she was talking to me about the beauty of tapping and things of that nature. And so when you were guiding the meditation and you were talking about the different body parts, I hyper focused and really listened to your voice carry me to those parts of my body. And I felt a change in it. Just like the nostril breathing, I was very aware, and I could feel the right or the left side of my body. So when you were concentrating on my right side, I was feeling it on my left, which I thought was weird. And then the
Well,
second, I don't.
yeah, I think that's perfect. It's like a mirror, right? I mean, the two sides of our body have a very interesting relationship. And
So-
I also want to kind of highlight, you use the word that you felt awe for that removal.
Yes.
And I think that's so important to just honor that sense of awe. You know, sometimes this goes for all of us, not just Mary, but when we have any kind of experience that brings us joy or relief or freedom or peace, it's just beautiful to enjoy that sense of awe or wonder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I am so, so grateful because not only did I experience those sensations, but knowing mentally, when I go into these things, I prepare myself, like you said yourself, you were nervous. I prepare myself as well mentally when I go into something always. And the fact that I know that I was not alone in that actually gave me almost like a cocoon effect. And the more that I do this and participate, the more I feel wrapped around, almost in cotton. I don't know how to explain it, but that's kind of how it feels.
Oh, I love that. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. Yeah. And
Thank you for taking the time.
well. I hope you sleep really well tonight.
I will. Thank you. I know I will.
Okay, great. Bye-bye.
Blessings, everyone.
And Miriam,
Thank you.
thank you, Mary. And Miriam, are you there? Let's see, is it not unmuting? I might need Jeremy's help. No, there we go.
Unmute.
Yes, hello.
Oh, hello. I have one question and one share. What should I do first? Magali.
Whatever you like.
Okay. I'll do first the sharing. The sharing is unfortunately I arrived late because I'm enrolled in many courses and I was in another course right now. But I got right in the part where you were saying, imagine the mountain. And I've only been like twice to a mountain, and it has been a good experience. So I imagined myself like I was like the tall giant mountain, and as you were describing, I was actually like seeing and feeling that like the snow, and then the sun melting, and then the animals walking, and then like an eagle flying, and then like, yeah, I'm still and I'm here and I'm big and I'm powerful. And usually I don't feel like that every day in my life, you know, that I'm like tall and powerful and that I can take like the time to just like be there and observe what is happening around and enjoy it. And literally, as you were saying, like word by word, I was like imagining it very vividly. So I arrived late, but I lived it.
I'm so glad. That's amazing. I'm so glad. Yeah.
That was super helpful for me. And then so I couldn't believe it. I said I arrived late and I could get, even it was just a little less part, that I could get like the full like 3D or 4D experience.
That's great. Well, that speaks to your, you know, your vastness. That's incredible. Yeah. And you had a question too?
Yeah. Usually it's like only like when I have time to come in here is when I can like actually do the meditations. And now, for example, this week I just got like a vacation from work, but I have many things to do. and I'm trying to, like, today I even though it was Monday, I tried to like get up earlier so I could do them, because that's part of the things on like that I'm working on, like working on myself, to do all the courses, to do all the goals and all the objectives. But and it's not easy for me to wake up early because I go to sleep very late every day. So that's one of the things that I'm working on. And then I don't know if you have any advice for that. And also because I find the meditation very helpful. But like I said, only when I have an opportunity to be in a group like this is when I can like really do it. Like if I try to do it by myself, I don't know, in the morning, because I have read or heard that it's better to do it in the morning when you wake up. It's like I cannot do it because
I would just,
I hear noises from here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of noise outside, a lot of cars and people walking by or something like that, and then I get like I lose it. I lose the concentration. So for
So
those,
I'll give you an example. When I have 5 children, and when they were all under the age of 10, the only time I could find to meditate was at the pickup time of my kids' school. So I arrived 15 minutes early every day, and I was the first car in the line. And I meditated for those 15 minutes in the car waiting for the kids to get out of school. And that was the only time it worked for me, but it really helped. So if you can even once a week go to the kind of meditation you enjoy the most, or maybe it's, I don't know if you've ever tried the app Clubhouse. They have like lots of live things. If you like live experiences, there's these different sort of ways to find more live experiences, and maybe you can like pencil that in once or twice a week, maybe more, but just go with what works for you. Don't try to do it the way someone tells you to do it. That's my advice.
could you repeat what you said about that?
Oh, well, there's this app. I was having fun on it this morning, but you know what, to be honest, at 6 a.m. there was no live meditation. I was rather disappointed, but there are lots of apps with live meditation. So one is Clubhouse. And if anyone wants to friend me on Clubhouse, I'm playing around there. There's, like what I do is I go on YouTube, but I don't mind meditating to recordings of people. But, and you can always find more of these kinds of meditations on the Facebook page under videos.
Oh, okay.
There's lots of them there. There's at least 20 or 30.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought it was.
There's lots of them there. Also at coachinginstitute.com under meditation, there's energy exercises, there's 21 journeys class, and there's different meditations. I should update that. That's been a while, but there are quite a few videos there. Yeah.
Oh.
So.
And then do you because when I can do it like this, it's like, oh my God, it's like super helpful. It's like such a relief for me. And then I want to be able to in the future teach other people how to do it. And then do you recommend to do it in the morning when you first wake up, or at night when you're ready to go to sleep? Which is better? Or
I love both. I meditate 3 times a day. So I recommend right when I wake up, and I recommend right before going to sleep. And I also, but it's really whatever works for you. Like they say, the best camera in the world. Do you know what the best camera in the world is? It's the camera you use. So it's whatever works that you will use it as a practice, even 5 minutes. That's the very best. Yeah, but if anyone does like to meditate at night, then I highly recommend checking out some dream yoga techniques, because it's really fun it's actually really fun to meditate in your dreams too. You can set an intention at night to realize you're dreaming and to sit down and meditate while you're dreaming. That's the best meditations I've ever had, is while I'm dreaming. But I'm
Can
going to
you-
sound
can-
very weird to some
No,
people.
no, can you repeat that, please? Because like lately I've been
When
having
you
like-
go to sleep at night, set an intention for yourself that tonight when you're dreaming, you're going to become aware, lucid that you're dreaming. And then when you're in that dream, you're going to sit down and meditate.
Oh, okay.
You might want to fly around first and go through walls, but then you'll sit down and meditate.
Uh-huh.
But there's a whole practice called dream yoga, and I can't say enough about it. So
Oh, okay. Because
All right.
lately I've been having like this, I think I've been feeling more relaxed. Like in the, I don't know if it's like after 3, I've like been getting like very random dreams. And then so I don't know what's happening, if all these courses that I'm taking or because I'm more relaxed, I've been like having random dreams. And then some days I dream with people that I know, and some days I dream with people that I don't even know. And
Yeah.
that's what's happening a lot lately for me. And when I wake up, I check the clock and it's like, okay, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know why is that happening.
You might want to write a dream journal. It might be meaningful for your life or your spiritual growth to keep a little journal of those random dreams. Sometimes the more random a dream seems, it has kind of a message or a teaching for us. So I would pay attention. I don't think it's a coincidence that I shared with you about the dream yoga. I would pay attention and try that practice at night of setting an intention to be awake in your dream.
Oh,
One of the tricks is look at your hands. Okay, I can't help myself. I'm going to share this. So
no, tell me, please.
okay, many times
My
during the
opportunity.
day, this is for anyone who wants to practice lucid dreaming. Many times during the day, look at your hands and say, okay, I see my hands. This is a dream. This is a dream. Or you can just look around your house and go, this is a dream. And the more you say it during the day, what you're doing is like planting a seed. And when you're dreaming, you'll say it too, because you've been saying it all day. And then when you say it in your dream, this is a dream. Look at my hands. I'm having a dream. Then that's the opportunity. You go, oh, okay, I'm awake now. I'm awake in my dream. And then you can play. You can ask your dream to give you things. Dream, give me a spiritual teaching. Or dream, show me how to fly. Dream, show me how to get very big and show me how to get very small. And so we can talk to our dreams. It's really so wonderful. So, okay. I'm going to go to Benita.
That's great.
Miriam,
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. And Benita, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. This is my first time here.
Oh, welcome.
I really enjoyed myself. I live in Ohio, but I just came back from vacation in the mountains in Tennessee. And while I was there, I had actually on my way there was a lot of things transitioning that's starting to take place in my life. And when I got to the mountains, I realized that in metaphysics, mountains represent higher consciousness. So while I was there, I was able to do some coaching for my group of friends that I went with. And it was just a very serene time, and it was just great being there. And it was just what I needed at the time. We just came back from Tennessee yesterday and came back to Ohio. And just to get on your meditation for the first time and go back to the mountains, it's like really what I needed, just to be able to draw that back into myself. Because when I came back, I started thinking about, all of the things that that I'm getting ready to undergo and transition in my life. And I'm like, okay, you just gave me a gentle reminder that I can always bring the mountains back to myself. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. I love that. And I love those mountains. I was once in the Tennessee mountains. They're so beautiful.
Aren't they beautiful?
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for the reminder about mountains symbolizing, what did you say, higher consciousness?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't actually know that. I
Yeah.
always thought of them as like the meeting of earth and sky, or earth and heaven. But but you're right. That's a powerful symbol. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
all right. So glad you're here. Or okay. And Meta or Maita? Let's see.
Maite.
Okay, say that one more time.
Maite, I guess. With
Maite. Beautiful.
like my time.
Well,
I just wanted to say thank you so much. I literally just got back from Cusco, Peru. And I was so surprised of how, yeah, of course I did the whole Machu Picchu, all that stuff. And just connecting with the strength, like I was able to connect a lot with the mountain. So it's very interesting that now I get into this meditation, you're talking about mountain. I live on the beach. I'm in Miami Beach.
uh-huh.
And for some reason, when I meditate and stuff, I never feel grounded. But doing this meditation with you, like I felt like this powerful, it's more like, if I was going to define it, it's like a strength. Like I wasn't airy. I don't feel like relaxed. I feel like actually a second wind type of energy. Anyway, that's one thing I just wanted to say that. And also when you talked about the back, putting your hand in the back, it's almost like then I merged a little bit with the mountain and the strength. And then you start saying that something about the equanimity, the neutral, calm, impartial. And from that place, wish myself, and the experience that I had in that, it made me so neutral to actually be able to, because you also said waves of energy entering me, like allow so it was like strength, but also fluid. And I was able to actually send energy. I've just gone through a breakup and there's been a lot of resentment and stuff. And I don't know, I was able to actually, from an impartial place, which I never really go to, I'm either, So anyway, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much.
I love that. And I love how you're, pointing out to all of us how we all have that, that impartiality is there. Like you just experienced it. It was there.
I've never really, I've heard a lot of like, all these Tibetan Buddhist, the whole loving kindness meditation, compassion, but the equanimity, like the way that I read what you had written there, and the way that it just balances is like a calm, but the impartial, like that word, I don't know, like it's actually the nothingness, but it's not nothing from nothing. It's almost like about I don't know. It's all very grounding for me. So
I love what you're sharing and experiencing. And I also want to highlight the way you talked about being strong and alert, because that's a really great state to be in when meditating, to be able to be, I like the word vivid. Like we're vivid, we're awake inside, we're aware, and we might drift off, but then we come back to that. And I think that's I just think that's fantastic. So thank you for sharing.
But you actually gave me that metaphor, the strength of the mountain, but then also you merging with the mountain, and then you have the waves of energy entering me. So it's the strength and then the fluidity. I don't know, whatever
I'm so glad that I said that. I didn't know I said that. So I'm glad that came out.
I wrote it down. Yes, it did come out. So thank you so much. You're wonderful.
Thank you. And you guys, the Zoom transcripts are not great, but they are available. So if you want to hit the live transcript, just please don't believe a horrible, if it transcribed the wrong word in there, just, read it with a grain of salt, as they say. I don't know if they say that, but you know what I mean. Don't over trust the transcript. Because I was reading one transcript and it was using the word demonic, and I was like, I never said that word. And so it made me very suspicious of Zoom.
Hilarious.
All right, guys, this was great. Thank you for coming and for being in the meditation for yourself and for each other in this group. And next Monday we will be together again, I hope, and feel free to share and to become a member in that Facebook group. I'm going to be putting up more kind of discussion points, and I would actually love everyone to introduce themselves there in whatever way you want to, but really our true self. It's not a marketing group. It's not a I don't know. My goal for it is to be a real place to make friends and to really share our spiritual path. And I will be vulnerable too, and I will share. And we could start all by sharing some images of resources we have, places we love in nature. So there's about 200 people there. So it's small. It's not one of these massive groups. And I think, I don't know, I think it's an experiment. I'm sure you guys have dozens of Facebook groups you belong to, but if you're interested, I'll be posting. I'm gonna try to be posting more there and reading everyone's shares. Okay, be well, guys, and we will talk soon and meditate soon. Bye-bye. And maybe in our dreams we'll meditate. Bye, guys.